Hi, Nadeem here from Smart Riding. Today I'm fitting the EJEAS X10 comms system to a couple of helmets. Now this is the latest system that's just come out from EJEAS. It's got Mesh 4.0, Bluetooth 5.1 and also has 5G capability. Now what that means is that basically with the 5G through the app you can connect up to other riders, and basically, as I understand it, it gives you unlimited range because you're going through 5G. So that's a pretty cool feature to have. And I think the Mesh 4.0 is better in penetrating obstacles rather than, the Mesh 2.0 and 3.0 are not fantastic at built up areas, or if you turn around a bend or anything. These penetrate more, as I understand it. So line of sight, I think EJEAS are saying 1.5 kilometers, and with obstacles 800 meters, maybe 900 meters, which is still pretty good considering, just on mesh only. But like I said, you've also got the 5G capability if you need that. Overall, the EJEAS units are pretty good. This one comes in a nice box and everything. I've already unboxed one. I'm a big fan of the EJEAS units. I've been using the Q8 unit for 8 months now on 2 helmets, and they've been flawless. They are the entry-level ones that EJEAS make, and they're very, very good units. I still haven't fitted to another 2 helmets, and I still use them on a daily basis. But anyway, so that's the box. Now, as I said, I've already unboxed one. This is the unit itself, the comms unit itself. This is what it looks like. It's got magnetic attachments to the mount. So this just goes straight in with the magnetic mount. It charges magnetically as well. So this is the charger cable, and this just attaches to this. It's USB-C, obviously, but there are no holes in the unit. That's a pretty good advantage, I think, because there's no weak points. You don't need to worry about little rubber covers when you take off the bike or whatever. It's a sealed unit. There's no water isn't going to penetrate in this anywhere, so that's an advantage. Of course, yeah, it means you need to take this cable with you everywhere, but it's not like, it's going to take up a lot of space. I'm fine with it myself. If you're not, and you would prefer to have USB-C, the Q8 takes USB-C and that's got a hole for it. But I still think this is a very good solution with the magnetic mount. The unit itself seems fairly straightforward. I'll go through how it actually works once I've got it fitted and stuff. But, I love the scroll wheel that they fitted, and it's very intuitive. Up is to turn the volume up, and down the way is to turn the volume down. So it seems already quite intuitive, and there's these 2 buttons here, power on and power off, I think, and it does various functions, which I will go through as soon as I've got it in now. So you've got this, you've got the mount itself. Now you've got a boom mic which comes attached, which I'm going to take off because I'm not going to use the boom mic, and it comes with a button mic, which is the one I'm going to use because the boom mics are good if you've got an open face helmet or you've got one of the modular helmets and you want to fit it in there, so they're good for those. But for everyone else with a normal full face helmet, the button mic's the best solution. Mounting the unit has 2 options. One is a metal clip, and the metal clip actually that slides into the helmet itself, so it's quite secure. Or there is a sticky mount one as well, so you've got choice whichever one you want to use. I'm going to try the metal one on my AGV and see how this fits. If this is okay, I'll use that. Then you have the speakers. So there's 2 speakers, and there are these Velcro attachments that will go inside the helmet for this to Velcro onto. Now, I said this when I fitted the Q8, these are really, really thin, which is really good because these hardly weigh anything. They're not exactly having to carry a lot of weight, or you don't need them to be that strong. The ones I've seen from Cardo and others is they're really, really thick, and they don't need to be. The problem with making them really thick is that there's only so much space in the helmets for the speakers, and the more it pushes them out, the more it's going to go into your ears, and you don't want that. So these mounts are really, really good. It's pretty well thought out from where I'm sitting. Okay, so the speakers themselves, they come with these leatherette type covers, and you have to remove these because you can't really use these on the bike. So these just peel off really. I've taken the attachment off so I can feed the cable back through, or you can just cut the leather if you want as well, because you're not going to use it again, I suppose. But this just comes off like this. I'm not sure why they fit them onto these, but they come with them fitted. So let's attach this back in, so I know which is which. So don't be worried about damaging it. It's just it's glued on here, so you're just taking that off. That's those off. Also, by the way, you've got these optional covers that are in different colours. This is like British Racing Green, supposed to be. So you can change the covers. I think there's a choice of 4. There's red, grey, a kind of orangey colour, and the green. So you can buy them if you want to change them over. I'm going to leave this one on for now anyway. Right. So that's everything that comes from EJEAS that's here. Speakers, mount, sticky mount, and a metal mount, button mic, boom mic, which I'm not going to be using. So that's everything from them. What else do you need to fit this? Me personally, I like some masking tape. I use that to just mask, put the cables in just to hold them in place inside the helmet when I'm marking it across the top of the helmet, so it doesn't fall down when I'm putting the lining back in. And this is low tack, so as and when if you decide you want to take the system out, you're not going to damage the lining of the helmet inside. It's not going to pull everything off. So that's where masking tape is good. The other thing is some kind of alcohol solution to wipe down if you're going to apply the sticky mount. So you want to clean the side of the helmet to make sure there's nothing on it, so that it adheres properly and doesn't come off. And that's kind of about it. I've already taken the lining out of my AGV AX9, and this is the one I'm going to be fitting it into. So first part I'm going to fit is the speakers and stuff and get them ready to go in. So these are the low Velcro mounts that go inside the helmet. Now I've already got 2 fitted there because I had the Q8 in this unit. So it's the exact same one, so I don't need to put them on again, which is good. I can save these, and they come with 4 in the packet anyway. So I would, if I was you, I would put these back in the box along with the other bits and pieces, so that if you change helmets, you've got these, you can stick another pair on. But anyway, so they're already in. So what I'm going to try now is the metal mount and see how that deals with this helmet and see if that's worth using or not. No, I don't think I'm going to fit this to the AX9 because it's not going in properly. So I will use the sticky mount, which is this one. So like I said, first thing I'm going to do is just clean the area where I'm going to be fitting it. Make sure there's no oils or greases on it or anything, so that it adheres properly. So there's a bit of dirt coming off as well, you can see on this yellow cloth. Okay, so I've put the the actual mount onto the bracket as well, just so that I get it on the right way around in case I put it upside down or anything. And also it gives me an idea of placement, just to make sure I'm putting it in the right place, the best place that I can, then feed the wire through inside. The good thing with this is it's just one wire that goes into the helmet, then splits off into three, for the two speakers and for the microphone. So it's not three separate wires here, which can be a bit of a pain when you're trying to just get it in. So I think about here is going to be fine. Yep. Okay, I just usually press and hold it for a few seconds. And that should be it. Yeah, that's solid. So that's in. Right, so one speaker wire is longer than the other, obviously, so the shorter one is going to go on the same side as the bracket, and the other one I will feed through to the other side over the top of the helmet. Okay, so that's the cables in for the speakers. Now the microphone, as I said, I'm going to be using the button mic, but I don't want to put that in yet because I want to put the lining back in first, so I can then put the helmet on and make sure that the mic is in the right position for me. It's ideal if it's just like touching your lips or just about touching your lips. You want it as close as possible for the best use of this as you can get, because it's got the noise cancellation and stuff as well built in. It's got a new AI noise cancellation, which is supposed to be very, very good. But still, you want this as close to you as possible so that when you talk, it recognises that you're talking. And here's another quick tip, is if you've had your helmet for a while and you're fitting this, it's a good idea to take this out the night before and give it a wash. So it's a good chance to wash your lining. I washed it last night, and the night it's dried now, so it's good to go back in there. The lead for the microphone, I'm just going to tape it up here so that I can find it when I'm going back in. I'm just going to put the helmet on and see where would be a good place to put this microphone. Yep. Okay, I know exactly where to put it. So let's just get this in. Let's get the microphone mounted. And here's the microphone cable that I masked up earlier. Just connect this. That's that in. I'll just put a bit of masking tape on this as well. And again, this is just to hold in place where the lining's going back in. It's generally quite easy to get these in these days. It's not that difficult. Most of the manufacturers have holes there ready for your speakers and everything, so they already have them ready. So they just go straight in and you just put the Velcro in and it's done. Okay, so that's the mount is on, lining is back in. So we can now attach the unit. And that's what the unit looks like with it attached. I think it is a nice looking unit as well. I do like it. So that's the unit all fitted. Now, first thing what I'm going to do is power the unit up and then pair it to my phone. So powering up is just this button as a power symbol next to it as well. You press this. It's also a good idea to charge the battery up before you start to do this. I've already done it with this. So next thing is Bluetooth, and to get it to pair, I think it's the middle button you press and hold. Yep, so it says enter phone pairing. And there it is there on the displays coming up as X10. Pairing successful, and it's now showing it's connected. So it's really simple, very straightforward. So that's it connected now.